Do you believe that 90 plus is still possible in each of your subjects, even in this short time of preparation? Listen, I'm going to break down the 24 hours for you on how to cover all of your subjects in UTME and find out that 90 plus is still possible. I did a video for physics, chemistry, and the likes, but I'm going to make a video on biology in this session. And alongside, I'm going to tell you how we are going to use our time practically to score 90 plus in each of those subjects. Welcome back to Primax University YouTube channel. I am popularly known as Dr. Sodium, a graduate of microbiology from Obafemi Awolowo University and a medical student from the University of Ibadan. I want to give you an active plan you're going to use for all of your subjects, UTME, and still score 90 plus. So in a single day, we're going to divide the hours to sections, and these sessions will be followed through. And if you can sincerely follow all of these sessions through, you are absolutely going to score 90 plus. Listen, scoring 90 plus is not all about reading and reading. It comes from wealth of experiences that people have had in the past. Now, from the videos I uploaded on chemistry, a lot of people commented about seeing the same questions I talked about in the videos. That is what we call experience. Now, in this video, I want to give you a 16-day active plans we're going to use to study biology. Now, I will be doing this with you in a practical way, and I want you to follow me through till the end. So out of the 16 days, for each day, in order not to let any of the subjects lag behind, for each day, you're going to give 3 hours to chemistry, 3 hours to physics, 3 hours to biology or mathematics, and 3 hours to your English. That makes 12 hours in each day. You just have some sections of breaks in between. Now listen, it is time for your exam and you have to really be sincere to yourself. Stick to these plans. Out of 24 hours, if you use 12 hours on studying, you still have 12 good hours left. And at the end of the day, you are going to rest after your exam and do what you love. But for now, all we want to do is study. So how do we do it smartly? Now, in the next 16 days, these are the things we are going to be doing. For day 1 in biology, you are going to study varieties of organisms, the cells, the cell structure, the cell and its environment, and classification. If you're not even studying anything other classification, study the plant classification, like the bryophytes, the pteridophytes, the thallophytes. Study all of those aspects of classification. That is in day 1. And you do this within 3 to 4 hours. That is why you have to be serious with it. And one of the things you can do is you can get videos online to learn about this topic I just mentioned. That is day 1. Now, immediately you are through with that day 1 question, you are going to solve past questions on it. Then you close your book. You do what we call active recall. That means you try to teach yourself or teach an imaginary person that, oh, if you remember this, remember this, remember this, you just discuss it to see if you have actually grabbed the concept. Then the next thing you want to do is that you pick your past questions and solve on all of these aspects. So when you are now done, in order for I to monitor it, you can DM me on WhatsApp. I will add you to a group where I monitor students, or you can just leave it in the comment section. Day 1 done. With that, I will follow you up and I will see how far we are going. And if you need any help, I will find a way to help you out. So that is day 1. For day 2, I would have said you should start with the systems, but most times you only have few questions on systems. I will tell you the aspect of systems where they always set questions soon. But for now, let's start ecology. I'm going to give you 2 days to cover ecology. For the day 1, you cover introduction to basic ecological concepts, all the parts of food chain, food web, the trophic levels, all the pyramids of energy, pyramids of numbers. You cover that in day 2. Now in day 3, everything about habitats, marine habitats, terrestrial habitats, and the zones where light used to get to and where light does not get to, all the different zones of the marine habitat. Then you briefly talk about biomes. You talk about the tropical rainforest, savanna, and you talk about desert and the world biomes, especially tundra. Now, note all of these things I'm saying. Those are the things you read about. As I've said it, you can even put it on AI to quickly read about them. Now, That is for day 3. Now you can see now in day 1 you have covered varieties of organisms and classification. In day 2 you have covered ecology and ecological concepts. In day 3 you have covered biomes and habitats. One of the things you need to know about JAMB is that there's nothing you can do. Questions will come out on genetics and evolution, adaptation and succession. I'm going to break this into 2 days for you. That is day 4 now. For day 4, you are going to cover genetics first, then variation. Everything on genetics and variation in day 4. And you follow what I said in day 1 about it too. You comment day 4 done. Now for day 5, we are going to cover evolution, adaptation and succession. You do everything in your power. Adaptation is one very important aspect you need to know, and evolution. The Lamarck's theory, the Charles Darwin's theory. You need to cover all of these things under evolution and the evidences of evolution, paleontology, and so on. Now, get used to that. Now, for day 5, that is evolution, adaptation, and succession. You will realize that I've not even talked about systems at all. So for day 6, we're going to cover nutrition, everything on nutrition, digestion, vitamins, the 6 classification of foods. All of these are going to cover in day 6. Now for day 7, this aspect, reproductive system in flowering plants. Just do the things you can do around those areas. Just play around it. Don't waste much time on it. If you see questions, you can see on flowering plants. So try to study the reproductive system in flowering plants. Then for day 8, now take transport system. Transport system is very, very important in JAMB. They ask questions on all those nerves every time. All those arteries, veins, their functions. You try to know those aspects under transport system. Then for day 9, nervous and hormonal coordination. Do everything. Every day you're going to be solving questions, maybe 2 hours at the end of the day, you solve general questions for your chemistry, physics, and biology. So studying nervous and hormonal coordination for day 9. Now for day 10, diseases. There's nothing you want to do to avoid questions on diseases. They will ask you. So try to note all of these topics as I'm listing them and do it for each of the day. Funniest thing is I have someone that reached out to me on YouTube and he said physics is not his problem. He knows everything in physics, but even for the fact that he knows everything, he's still following the plans I gave in physics in order for him not to miss out. And that has been working well for him. So that is a testimony. So please follow these plans through. The one I gave for chemistry, if you are yet to watch, go and watch it. The one I gave for physics, go and watch it. And there's a live channel I have where we have been doing all our live classes. You can watch most of these topics under those live classes. I already did for genetics, I did for evolution, I did for everything. So go and watch it if you want to. They are so up to 1 hour, 2 hours classes. Immediately you are done watching it, then you solve past questions, as simple as that. So the next thing, I still have a point that I'm going to tell you at the end of the video that at the end of the video that I want us to work on together. So the final day now, you now look at revision on everything. That is day 11. I already told you in Primax we're having a marathon class on April 1st, and we always have 4 days exam, which is 200 questions per day, and we allow those questions to cover the entire syllabus, and at the end of the day we solve the solution, and students majorly see this in exams. For day 11 now, you study movements, everything about plants anatomy. We usually don't study that aspect, and they like to ask you sclerenchyma, collenchyma, parenchyma, their functions, their characteristics, then the roots, the dicot roots, the monocot roots, the stems. Try to know about that plant anatomy and study skeletal systems in human within the short day. Just know everything about axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. These are the most important thing you need to study when it comes to JAMB. So note them. Now, one thing I want you to do for me is that everybody have been sharing testimonies, and it's because as they study, they also tap their faith into it. I also want you to leave it in the comment section that I am going to score 90 plus in my biology. It's always so difficult to score very high in biology, but I had a lot of students that scored 90 plus in biology last year. You can also do it this year. So say it that irrespective of what happened, I will score 90 plus in my biology. It's one of the things about declaring that makes you to work hard on all of those steps and make sure you are committed to it. Now, if you have any topic you want me to teach, also leave it in the comment section. And I want to also beg you, if you're yet to subscribe, the subscribe button is down the video. Just click on it. It's not going to cost you anything. Just click. It allows you to get updates whenever we post videos, and it allows our video to get to so many people so that they can get the benefits of all of these things. You all will do very well. And to those of you that want to study medicine, nursing, and the likes, I'll be there waiting for you to teach you anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry. So make sure you subscribe to our channel before you leave. And I love you so much, and I'll be seeing you. Now, note something. This is the last part. Make sure that for each day you do, either on WhatsApp or even if I'm not replying because of the community of numbers, just make sure you leave it in the comment section that they want done. And I'm going to give you a test at the end of it all so that we know how far you have really worked on everything. So I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for staying tuned and thank you for watching to this time. Bye. Make sure you share with others.